So we continue with sum number 4 of the exercise of latent heat, 11b. Question number 4. A refrigerant converts 100 gram of water at 20 degrees Celsius to ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius in 73.5 minutes. Calculate the average rate of heat extraction in watt, and the specific heat capacity is given to you. So, as I told you, this is a combination of the current electricity and the calorimetry together. So in this case, first of all, we not talk about the electricity part. Electricity part को separate कर देते हैं. पहले heat का ये लेते हैं. So what we are got over here is the mass is 100 grams, and the conversions what we can see is the water was at 20 degrees Celsius. So first of all, what will happen? The water at 20 degrees Celsius is going to convert into 0 degrees Celsius water. And then 0 degrees Celsius is going to become 0 degree ice. And then ice will be converted into minus 10 degrees Celsius ice. So from year to year, the change will be, the Q will be equal to mCW delta T. Over here will be M into L because the change in state will be there. And over here will be again mC ice delta T. So here the C, the specific capacity is of water, and here the specific capacity of the ice. Here it is the latent heat of ice. So this is the total amount of heat energy required. That is the first thing what we want. We want to find out the heat energy required. उसके बाद power का देखेंगे, right? तो पहले heat energy required देखेंगे. So we know that this one is 100 into the C of the water is given as 4.2. So this is 4.2 into the ambient temperature is 20 plus 100 into 336 is the latent heat of this one, plus 100 into the C is given as 2.1. So ice ka specific capacity is 2.1 and the delta T is 10 degrees Celsius. So this gives you as, this is nothing but 84. So 84, this is 8400 plus 33600 plus this will be 21, so 2100. Accordingly, it will be 0, 0, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 1, 1, 3, 6, 6 plus 8, so 14, and then 1, so 4 joule. So sorry, the Q, that is the heat required, will be 44,100 joules. So this is the amount of heat energy which is required. Now they are given us that it is going to be taking a time of 73 minutes, 73.5 minutes. So we know here power is equals to Q upon T. Now it is 44100 upon 73.5 into 60. That will be in seconds. So this gets cancelled, and then you get over here 6 से करेंगे तो 6 7 is 42, 21. So 21 will be 3 is 18 and 30 will be 5. So 4 735. Oh, very good. So that is 10. So that will be 10 watt. So you can see that the answer will be that the average heat extraction will be 10 watt over here, or that is 10 joule per second. Easy? See, this becomes easier later on, but if you start to think about this first, you will get confused. So ये पहले समझ लो, पहले ये समझ लो Q क्या है? Q, what is Q? What is the heat energy required? Once you know what is the heat energy required, then this can be easily a time pass thing. We do the question number 5 now. Question number 5. In an experiment, 17 grams of ice is used to bring down the temperature of 40 grams of water at 34 degrees Celsius to its freezing point. Okay, so now you can see that this is a question wherein not only there is a change in state, but there is also the heat loss and heat gain substances. Okay, so let's go through this properly. 17 grams of ice is used to bring down the temperature of 40 grams of water from 34 degrees Celsius to its freezing point. So what we have is, first of all, we have got heat lost is equals to heat gained. Okay, who is going to lose the heat? It is the water which is going to lose the heat. So what is happening to the water? The water is just getting converted from 34 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. So that is nothing but mc delta T. Over here it is getting converted from, it is now from here it is ice which is at 0 degrees Celsius. Over here this was how many grams? 40 grams. So m is 40 grams. So I'll write okay, m is equals to 40 grams. Here it is 0 degrees Celsius ice to 0 degrees Celsius water. So ml, where m is equals to 17 grams. We have over here mc delta T. It is 40 into C is given as 4.2 into delta T is 34 is equals to ml, that is 17 into L. We need to find out the L. So that will be L is equals to 40 into 4.2 into 34 upon 17. So 17 2s are. So that will be equal to 42 into 84 into 4. So 40 into 8.4, so 4 4s are 16 and 33, so 336 joule per gram. So the latent heat of the ice is 336 joule per gram. Assumption is that there is no change in energy, no loss of energy. We now move on to sum number 6. Now this is one of the most difficult question and we need to understand a lot in this particular question. So pay proper attention for sum number 6. Okay, sum number 6. Find the result of mixing 10 grams of ice at 0 degrees Celsius with 10 grams of water at 10 degrees Celsius. And then all the data is given to you. So what do you mean by this? You have got over here 10 grams of ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius. So it is this way, that 10 grams ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius. And another side we have got is 10 grams of water at 10 degrees Celsius. Okay, these are the two things what we are having. Hot body, cold body. Now they have told us what will be the result of this thing. So first of all, we will need to know what are the different changes which are possible. So possible changes क्या है? सबसे पहले possible change क्या हो गया? कि it will be minus 10 degrees Celsius ice to 0 degrees Celsius ice. That's a definite going to happen. And over here, the definite thing will be 10 degrees Celsius water to 0 degrees Celsius water. उतना तो होने का full chances है. So only thing what we don't know is 0 degree ice, sorry, 0 degree Celsius, yeah, that's right. 0 degree ice to 0 degree water, we are not sure that what is the quantity which is going to take place. Now, mainly what I don't know is, what is the condition? Let's understand the conditions what are possible. One possibility that ये water 0 degree में चला जाएगा और उसके बाद ये ice उसको freeze भी करेगा. One possibility. Second possibility, ये melt हो गया और ये ice भी पूरा melt हो गया और ऊपर से temperature is not 0 now, it is like 1 degree 2 degree के आसपास में. And third condition is that this comes to 0 degrees, this comes to 0 degrees, and part of the ice is going to be remaining ice and part of it is going to become water. That means the ice is going to partly get converted into water. Now how do we know that what has happened? So for that, what we'll do is that we will find out the heat which is going to be required for this and heat which will be given by this. Okay, so here you know that Q is equals to mc delta T. So that will be 10 into C is 2.1. Yeah, 2.1 into delta T is 10. Okay, minus 10 to 0 is 10 degrees. So that is going to give you as 200, this 21 to 210 joule. So heat lost by, or gain, sorry, heat gain by ice is 210 joule. Over here you can see that Q is equals to mc delta T. So that will be equal to 10 into 4.2 into 10, which will be 420 joule. So heat given by water is equals to 420 joule. That means ये heat इसको तो मिलने ही वाला है for sure. So what is the balance amount of heat balance over here which it can give? Okay, so heat balance after change in temperature of ice to 0 degree Celsius is equals to 420 minus 210 is equals to 210 joule. So what will happen to this 210 joule? This 210 joule of heat will be utilized in melting the ice from 0 degree Celsius to 0 degree water. So we'll write over here, therefore 210 joule heat will be used to melt ice partly. Okay. So now what will happen, we see that Q is equals to M into L. We know this is 210, this is going to be M, I don't know, because how much is going to melt, I don't know, and this is 336. The latent is given as 336. So therefore, M will be equal to 210 upon 336. That will be 105 upon 168. And then I think 3 se ho sakta hai, 3 3s are 9, 15, 15. And 3 3s, 5s are 15. And 9, 6, 18. 35, so 7 5s are and 7 8s are 56. So that's 5 upon 8, that is 0.4625 joule. Sorry, grams. So resultant will be 0.625 grams of ice will melt. And final temperature is equal to 0 degree Celsius. Got it? Very important sum. You are doing many things. First thing, ice melt कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पे इसको heat ले रहे हैं. You are cutting it out because ये heat देगा, ये heat लेगा. So कितना दिया इसने और कितना इसने लिया, उसके बाद क्या बचा is used up in the change of ice to water. Clear? So that was sum number 6. We now move on to sum number 7. A piece of ice of mass 40 grams is added to 200 grams of water at 50 degrees Celsius. Calculate the final temperature of water when the ice is melted. Okay, so you got so heat lost is equals to heat gained. Now in case of heat loss, what is going to lose the heat? That is going to be the hot water. A piece of ice of mass 40 added to 200 grams of water at 50 degrees Celsius. So we got over here 50 degrees Celsius water to changing to, you don't know what is the temperature going to be, changing to T degrees Celsius water, that is mc delta T. And on the other side we have got 0 degree Celsius ice to 0 degree Celsius water, and from there we are converting it into T degree Celsius water. So that's why it will be equal to ml plus mc delta T. Okay, because the heat is going to be gained by not only the water, but also the water which has now become at 0 degrees Celsius will now increase the temperature to T degrees Celsius. So we know that over here the mass of the ice was 40 and this was 200. So this is 200 into 4.2 into temperature will be 50 minus T is equals to ml will be given as 40 grams into 336. Now it is given as 336 10⁻³ but हम लोग ग्राम में लेंगे तो उसको डिवाइड बाय 1000 कर लेंगे तो it is 10⁻³ upon 10⁻³ कर लेंगे into plus, so this gets cancelled, plus m is 40 into so C is 4.2 again, and the temperature difference will be equal to T degrees Celsius. Okay, so here you see it is 840 into 50, so 840 into 50 minus 840 T is equals to, this is going to be 6 4s are 20 plus 6 4s are 24, 6 4 12, 13, 14 and say 12, 13, so 13400 plus this will be 4 0 jayega 40 okay, 4 2s are 8 and 4s are 16, 168 T. So this is nothing but 5 4s are 20 and 5 it's of 40 42, so 42000 minus 13440 is equals to 168T plus 840T. So that will give you as subtraction of this thing will be 0 and then it will be 9, this is 10 so it will be 6 and this will be 9 so it will be 5, this is now 1 so it will be 11 and 3, so 11, yeah, that's 8 and then it will be 3 and 2, so 1, okay, 2 is equals to, this is 8 so T will be equal to 28560 upon 1008, okay, so that if you divide it, so 28560 divided by 1008 will give you 28.33. So you can just write it down. So it is 28.33 degrees Celsius. So that was sum number 7. Understood? You can see over here we have taken not only the heat loss and heat gain, but also we have seen that the gain is in two parts. One is the change in state and other is the change in temperature. Here there is only change in temperature. So MC delta T is equal to ml plus MC delta T. This is what you have. Now in case you want, you can also find out this separately, this separately, this separately and then do the calculation. It is possible to do that way also. It is no harm doing it that way. So if you see even the solid example, they have given it that way. They just found out the separately. Okay, amount of heat required to change the temperature from 50 to 50 will be this many T. This much will be this 13440 joule. वो भी कर सकते हैं. Okay. We now move on to sum number 8. $250 grams of water at 30 degrees Celsius is contained in a copper vessel of mass 50 grams. Calculate the mass of ice required to bring down the temperature of the vessel and its content to 5 degrees Celsius. So that is what we require is, okay, now again very tricky is on one side there is water plus copper, and on the other side we have got ice. So the change in state, let's understand the thing, that's why I'm writing it this way. The change in state, what is going to happen is going to be that 30 degrees Celsius of this is going to turn into 0 degrees Celsius. We have bring down to 5 degrees Celsius. So 30 degrees Celsius water to 5 degrees Celsius water, that will be MC delta T. Here it will be 30 degrees Celsius copper to 5 degrees Celsius copper, that is again mc delta T. On this side it will be 0 degrees Celsius ice to 0 degrees Celsius water, that will be ml. So this is nothing but the heat lost is equals to heat gained. So plus 0 degree Celsius water to 5 degrees Celsius water. So that is plus mc delta T. Okay. We know that these two are equal because heat loss is equal to heat gain. Right? What are the conditions over here? 250 grams. So 250 grams into C is given to you as 4200. So that is nothing but 4200 upon 1000 into delta T is 30 minus 5 plus the mass of copper is 50. So it is 50 into the heat is 400. So it is 400 upon 1000 into 30 minus 5 is equals to ml. Now you don't know the mass of the ice, so you have get this m into it is 336. So it is 336 into 10 raised to 3 upon 10 raised to 3 plus m into C will be 4200 upon 1000 into 5 minus T. So initial temperature 0. So it will be 5, just 5. 5 minus 0, so 5. Got it? This is for water. This is for copper. This is for ice melting to water. And this is from 0 degree Celsius water to 0 degree Celsius ice to 0 degree Celsius water to 5 degree Celsius water. So gain in heat, this is loss of heat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This gets cancelled. This is 1, 2, 1, 2. This is going to be 2 and this is 21. So this makes it to be as 25 into 42 into 25 plus 5 4s are 20, 20 into 25 is equals to 336m plus 21m. So 25 into 25, 625. So it will be 625 into 42. So that will be equal to 5 to the 10 to the 4, 5, 6. Okay, and this will be 2500. So 0, 5. So it will be 26250 plus 25 into 5 is 5000. 25 into 2 is 50. 500. Yeah, is equals to 357 meters. M. So that is going to be 26750 upon 357 is equals to m. So therefore m will be equal to, so I just calculate it. So 26750 divided by 375 is going to give me 74.99. No, so it will be 74.93 grams. So amount of ice required will be 74.93 grams. We now move on to sum number 9. Okay, sum number 9. 2 kg of ice melts when water at 100 degrees Celsius is poured in a hole drilled in a block of ice. What mass of water was used? Okay. So what is happening is that 2 kg of ice is going to melt when water at 100 degrees Celsius is poured into it. So we have got over here the mass of ice, m ice is equals to 2 kg. And what is the condition is that you are going to have the heat gained is equals to heat lost. So we know here heat gain will be such that it will be 0 degree Celsius ice to 0 degree Celsius water, and here it is 100 degree Celsius water to 0 degree Celsius water. Okay, here it is nothing but ml, and here it is mc delta T. Did you understand this? Because why is it so? 2 kg of ice is going to be completely getting converted into water at 0 degree Celsius when 100 degree Celsius water is poured on it. अभी जब भी पानी डालेंगे तो उसका भी टेम्परेचर 0 ही होने वाला है. So resultant will be 0 degree Celsius water. So यहाँ से we know ml. So this is 2000 into L is given as, or it's already given in kg. So it will be 2 into 336 into 10 raised to 3 is equals to, here it is m, I need to find out when this is 4200 into temperature will be 100 minus 0. So here you get it as 336. So it will be given as 2 and then well, so 67 and 672 000 is equals to 420000 m. So m will be equal to 672000 upon 420000. This gets cancelled. So now we can take the division. We'll take it as 210. This will be 336. 3 से ही हो जाएगा. 3 will be 70. This will be 112. And then it will be 7 से divide कर लेते हैं. So 7 1 is 7 and then 42 is 6. Yeah, 1.6. So it is equal to 1.6 kg. So the amount of water required will be 1.6 kg. So 1.6 kg of water will be required to melt this particular block of ice. So that was sum number 9. I'll just continue with the same video for the 3 sums. I'll not continue, I'll increase the timing. So that is sum number 10 now. Sum number 10. Calculate the total amount of heat energy required to convert 100 grams of ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius completely to water at 100 degrees Celsius. Very good. So this is a complete change of states. All the change of state along with the thing. So it is. So what we are having over here is minus 10 degrees Celsius ice is going to get converted into 0 degrees Celsius ice, will get converted into 0 degrees Celsius water, and then this is going to get converted into 100 degrees Celsius water. So this is a flow chart. Okay. What is going to happen is minus 10 degrees Celsius ice is going to get converted into 0 degree ice. Then 0 degree ice will get converted into 0 degree water, and then this will turn to 100 degree Celsius water. So this part, so Q will be equal to, for this part is mc delta T, which is of ice, and plus this one is m into L, plus this is mc of water delta T. So we know that the mass of the thing is 100 grams, so it is 100 into, this is given as 2.1 into temperature will be 10 degrees, plus this is 100 into 336 plus, right, 336 plus 100 into 4.2 into 100, because it is going to be temperature difference of 100 degrees Celsius. So this gives us as 21 into 100 is 2100 plus 33600 plus this is 420 into 100. So 420 into 100 like this. So that will give you as 007 and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. That 77700 joule of heat energy will be required, the amount of heat energy required to convert 100 grams of ice at 0 degrees Celsius, minus 10 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius water. That is 77,700. joule. Question number 11. The amount of heat energy required to convert 1 kg of ice from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius is 777. Exactly ulta of this sum. So we'll keep this thing. So we'll just write it over here. 11th sum is going to be this way. Same thing. Minus 10 degrees Celsius ice is getting converted to 100 degrees Celsius water. The amount of heat energy is already given to you, that it's 777000. Okay, and that is equal to, now we have given you that the 1 kg of this thing, so it is 1 kg, and so it is 1 into, this is 2100 into temperature will be 10 plus 1 kg into 336000 plus, ये ढूंढना है. This is going to be L, and plus this is nothing but 1 kg into 4200 into 100. Got it? 10 degrees Celsius, minus 10 degrees Celsius ice to 0 degrees Celsius is MC delta T of ice. 0 degree ice to 0 degree water is ml, and 0 degree water to 100 degree water is MC delta T of water. You already given that the Q, that is the amount of heat energy, is 7,77,000. So mass is given as 1 kg, C for ice is given as 2100 joule per kg per Kelvin, and degree Celsius, delta T is 10 degrees Celsius. M into L is what, LB is what we want. This is 1 kg, and this is for the water, that is 1 kg, 4200 is the joule per kg per Kelvin, and 100 degrees Celsius. So here we see the 777000 is equals to 21000 plus 42000 plus L. So this comes out to be as 0003 and then 1 and then 2 plus, it's 4 and 4 1. Okay, so that is plus L. It's 777000. So 777000 minus 441000 is equals to L. So L will be equal to 00633 joule per kg. Oh yeah. So that will be 336000 joule per kg is sum number 11. We now move on to the last sum of the question of this chapter, that is sum number 12. Sum number 12. 200 grams of ice at 0 degrees Celsius converts into water at 0 degrees Celsius in 1 minute. When heat is supplied to it at a constant temperature. In how much time 200 grams of water at 0 degrees Celsius will change to 20 degrees Celsius? So, दो पार्ट है इसमें. The first part will find out the heat first. So 200 grams of ice at 0 degrees converts into water at 0 degrees in 1 minute. Okay, so mass is equal to 200 grams. It is 0 degrees Celsius ice to 0 degrees Celsius water. Okay, so that is going to be Q is equal to M into L. That will be 200 into 336. So that will be equal to 2767200 joule. That is the amount of heat given. So the amount of heat given is this much. So heat supplied in 1 minute is equal to 67200 joule. The next is you need to convert 200 grams of water from 0 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius. So 0 degrees Celsius water to 20 degrees Celsius water. So Q is equal to MC delta T. So it is 200 grams into C is given as, if they are not given, you can take it as 4.2. So we know that it's 4.2 into delta T is 20. So that is going to be, this is 84 into 2. So 84, 16800 joule. So if 6720 joule is 1 minute, then how much time will it take for 1680? So we can just directly do it this way, that 67200 joule in 60 seconds, therefore 16800 joule in x seconds. So x is equals to 16800 into 60 upon 67200. So this gets cancelled. 6 tens and this will be 6 ones and then ones and then twos. So this will be again divisible further. This is 56, this is 84, this will be 28, yeah, this will be 42, then 21, this will be, yeah, 14, 7 twos, 7 threes, and 2s are 5s, so that will be 15 seconds. So time taken will be 15 seconds. So that was the end of the chapter calorimetry, a very important chapter. The numericals are somewhat tougher because you need to understand them. It is not just application of the formulas. You need to understand that what exactly is happening, and accordingly you need to make something like a flow chart ke kya ho raha hai, understand in that flow chart what is going to be the formula to be used, and then apply it. Plus you need the principle of calorimetry, that is heat loss equal to heat gain. So overall difficult chapter in terms of the numericals, so practice well. Thank you.